So, unfortunately, way too early we lost the master of vlogging, the prototype of vlogging. He wasn't the best looking, he wasn't the most educated, he didn't have the best equipment. What he had was personality and empathy. And those traits made him one of the pioneers on YouTube.
And overnight I had 1,200 subscribers and more people subscribing all day long, and I had 200 emails, and I was like, this is crazy, and I looked, and YouTube had put my video on the front page, so everybody who came in was seeing that video was there, and they were responding to it. And I was trying to make sure that I touched base with everybody that left a comment. I tried to get back to them and leave a message back. And I was like, this is awesome. This is awesome. I'm talking about my life. I'm giving my perspective on things. And I'm at 1,200 subscribers. There's 1,200 people that want to see what I do. And
He was an excellent storyteller. He was a master in delivery on video. Of course, his voice was remarkable, and it contained also a touch of vulnerability in it. And he didn't back off from confrontation if the subject matter was important to him.
was that torture? No, that wasn't torture. It may have taken a couple minutes of your time, and you may have just been waiting on the edge of your seat and waiting to see what happened. But that's not torture. Torture is not being allowed to sleep for 3, 4, 5 days to the point that your body starts to convulse. Torture is literally having fingernails and toenails pulled out at their roots. Torture is humiliation, degradation of the human spirit and soul, painful attacks. The President of the United States just recently signed a bill that I believe goes against one of our most founding principles, to allow those who are detained to be tortured. Now, it's not that they haven't before, but at least before, if it was found out about, there were penalties. This new thing that has been signed removes those penalties for those people who engaged in what the Geneva Convention calls war crimes, to be punished for their actions. It allows your president to interpret the Geneva Conventions and the guidelines by them any way he wants. It means someone who is suspected of being an enemy of this country, not proven, suspected, to be detained indefinitely, incarcerated indefinitely, without legal counsel, without representation, alone, held in a secret prison for an indefinite period of time. This country has always been able to stand proud and prided itself on being pro-human rights. It's unfortunate that the man we have in office would embarrass us this way. That's my opinion. Many of you will disagree with me, and that's all right. Disagreeing with me is a basic human right. Disagreeing with me and saying your piece is a right afforded by you, by our government. And that right could be taken away just as easily with the signing of a bill by the person who leads you.
Unfortunately, way too early he got health problems.
One of them is when I was 32, I had a heart attack. And I've never been hospitalized. Well, I went to the hospital once because I had a panic attack and thought it was another heart attack. But other than that, I haven't been to the hospital for that problem since. And I smoke like a train, most of you know, still today. But I suffer from angina, especially when the weather gets bad. And it's pretty heavy. It's the kind of stuff that most people would go to the hospital. Most sane people would go to the hospital. But it's just become a part of my life, and I found a way to deal with it. And so it puts you in a place where you're ready to take your journey inward to find the peace that you're looking for.
Tell them, pay it forward. Don't give me anything. Instead, carry it forward and let the domino effect continue. You want to pay me back? Do something good for somebody else. I got a little sappy here, I know. I think it's the little things that are important. Things that don't cost you money, things that don't take time out of your day, that you can do to make the world a better place. So I've given you a couple of suggestions. I'm sure you can think of many others, and there'll be other video posts here that will give you other ideas. Think about what you would like somebody to do for you that wouldn't cost them anything to do. And then do it for somebody you know. That's my advice. And that's the end of my video response. So until next time, this is Zen Archer. You be well.